Hello, my lovelies. I've been dancing and singing, mainly singing with a very loud voice to House of the Rising Sun. Do you know who sang that? It was the Animals. Hi, everybody. Thanks for coming in. How are you? No idea what we're going to talk about tonight, so we'll just have a bit of a chin wag, shall we? I'm going to be led by you as usual. Oh, you like it? Thank you. It's a bit hard to wear with me plaits, with me braids, but yeah, it's my favourite hat actually. I do like the old trilby look. So, am I looking too dark here, guys? Can you hear me all right? Hi, Michelle and Caroline, or is it McKinley, Caroline, and Maria? I like the Animals Sky Pilot song, Man, what a voice. I know. That guy had the most incredible voice, didn't he? I don't know too much about them. I know they were Brits, weren't they? But yeah, they were a very good band. And I love that tune, The House of the Rising Sun. So I like to gear up for my lives so that I'm in like a hyper mood-ish. Hi, Erin, how are you? Hope you're well. Yeah, so I always put something on. I did start with Invisible. You know, the Alison Moyet one, because that's what I'm feeling like on social media at the moment, guys. I'm feeling invisible. Like, invisible. You treat me like I'm invisible. That's how I'm feeling at the moment, but never mind. It's probably just me. Probably just me having a moment. So, what have you guys been up to? I'm just going to fiddle about with myself. I think I've done my lips all right. I've got Jeffree Star on tonight, ladies. I've got Jeffers on. With something else, because the only thing I will say about this Jeffree Star lippy, look at the colour, it's gorgeous, isn't it? The only thing I will say about it is it does dry the lips quite a lot. And my lips, when they're dry, it's no joke because there's a big surface area. So you're working and so lost with Twitter and YouTube drama. Do you know I've stayed? Remember me, I did not a picture for my profile. Oh, what was I going to say? I've stayed off Twitter. I can't be doing with all the... Now, I'm going to have to go and turn that off because I've actually got it on my loudspeaker. Bear with me 2 ticks, otherwise we're going to hear that all the way through when I get a message. So let me just turn that off. Go on, off you go. But it needed charging. It's one of those things, I don't know what they're called. One of those things where they're really loud speaker and you join them up to your phone, or you're meant to be able to join it up to the Mac, but I haven't been able to do that. So I join it up to my phone and then I play YouTube on it. Hi, Rye, how are you, darling? You need lots of gloss or balm with Jeffree Star. Yes. Hi, Hedda. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're well. Lovely to see you in. I hope you're well. Tell me what you've been up to. And tell me a bit of what you are going to be getting up to with young Erin. I'm not certain what you're going to be doing. So anyway, I was rambling, wasn't I? Nothing new there. Anyway, so yeah, so I was using my Jeffree Star, as I say, which I think is called Yummy, that one. Yeah. And if I put it on its own, I don't know. I mean, I like the vibrancy. How am I? I'm good. Yes, I'm fine, thanks, Hedda. I've had quite a busy week, actually. I've been really busy. I've got a new project on and it takes a lot of my time. So that's a good thing because it means that I don't have to be going on Twitter all the time. And if I go on Twitter, I go on my other account. So I've missed out a huge chunk of what's going on. And I don't think that's a bad thing because every time I have looked at it, as Jan's reviews, I'm like, really? I don't want to be getting involved in all that. So I don't. So I just hop out again as quickly as I can. It was very hot today, Rye. You got the notification. Yes, I'm glad about that. So Heather says, oh, me and Erin are having our first live stream tomorrow night, 11 p.m. UK time. Right. I'm glad you said UK time, Heather, because I don't know what this West Eastern time is and Eastern Southern time. Oh, I don't know what they're talking about with these times. Just give me GMT time. So good. I shall be up for that one. And what are you going to be talking about, lovely ladies? No drama on your Twitter, thank God, says Rye. Oh, good for you. It will be 3 p.m. California time. Oh, don't start all that now. I haven't got a clue. Yeah, so I've got this new project going on at the moment, which takes up a lot of my time. It shouldn't do, but it just does, because I'm quite conscientious. If I'm doing something, I like to do it the very best I can, and it's something I enjoy anyway. So yeah, so that's sort of taken up a lot of my time this week, which hasn't allowed me much time to sort of dwell on what's been going on Twitter. I've had a few sort of inklings, and you see, the thing is, I'm not really into, as you know, I'm not into like the beauty things that goes on, because there seems to be so much hassle and so much argument in the beauty community. I just steer well away from it, because I don't need that aggravation. I'm just reading here, my middle name is Caroline, so what's your first name? Is your first name McKinley? I like that. If it is McKinley, I like that. You're away next Sunday, are you, Rye? Nice. Where are you going? What? Oh, you don't know what you're going to be talking about. God, you sound like me. Thunderstorms next week, says Rye. Rye's always my prophet of doom. Love him. What would I do with that, my Rye, telling me all the doom and gloom things going on? Rye, we've got to talk a bit about Love Island. Erin, have you seen any Love Island? Because you said your name is McKinley. I like that. I like that. Yes, Amy left, and it was so sad. I cried. I sat there on the sofa with my jelly babies, and I cried. She did it so well. Did it so well, poor girl. Broken-hearted. She is absolutely broken-hearted. And I think because of that, what's his face? The professional dancer is not going to win. He's not going to win now. It doesn't matter who he teams up with now. People are never going to forget how he broke that girl's heart. It wasn't. Was it entirely his fault? Yeah, of course it was. He loved her, and he told her that he was going to be cracking on with some other girls on there. Of course it was his fault. But, I mean, it doesn't mean to say I don't like him. I do like him. He's like 23 going on 53. He's like an old man. Not in his looks. Don't know why I'm doing that. He's not like an old man like that. But in the way he speaks, the way he calls people young lady and things like that. He doesn't act like he's 23. But, bless him. I don't know. It's a very tricky situation for him to be in, I would say, because, you know, he didn't know this girl was going to fall madly head over heels in love with him. But for her to sacrifice her place in the house in the name of love and having him as a friend, like she was saying, oh, but just let me go and then we could be best friends forever. It's not going to work like that. Of course he's not going to work like that. He's going to team up with somebody. He's already had 2 girls flinging themselves at him. So when he comes out, like with a girl on arm, Amy's not going to want to... He's not going to want Amy coming running over. Hi, Curtis, I'm here. It's not going to happen, is it, guys? It's not going to happen. Hedda, it's hilarious. It's so funny. Oh, so you've got Long Island, USA, Erin. Oh, I see. Hedda, I never thought I would see Love Island. I don't know what got into me. One day there was nothing on the telly, and I thought, oh, well, let me try this because my girls watch it. So I put it on and found myself watching it. I thought it was going to be like Bonking City, but it's not. It's not at all. They pull away from all that. I saw a lot worse on Big Brother. This is fine as long as, you know, the girls are in skimpy swimsuits. But then, didn't we all wear skimpy swimsuits when we were younger? Edda. Hi, Crystal. I like that name as well. Me neither, but I watched the first few episodes of USA Love Island because Jan loves the UK version. Yes, that's what I mean, Hedda. We did in our day, didn't we? Yes. I remember wearing skimpy clothing in my day. Not anymore. Now it has to be a beach bag. Now it has to be a black bag. Or sarongs. Sarongs are wonderful, aren't they? Because they can hide all your bits and bobbies. Francesca stole Curtis from Maura. I know. I couldn't believe that. And she knew what she was doing. The thing is, Curtis, yes, see, he's in this situation now where he's got Little Miss Nice Lady over here and Little Miss I'll sleep with anything given the chance because I'm horny as hell on the other side. So he's tempted. He's like, oh, well, yeah, you're the sort I can take home to my mum. And the other one is like, no. She'd have him over the kitchen table. Do you know what I mean? With the parents watching. So, I think, you know, he's in a bit of a quandary, but it's fun to watch. As an outsider, it's really fun to watch. No, me neither. Hedda. Oh my goodness, you're only 11. Oh, bless you. How did you find me? I told you guys, I always attract the kids and I don't know why. I'm like the Pied Piper. Where are you, McKinley? That's not a British name, is it? Are you in America? Oh, I better watch what I say. Yeah, there's me saying things. I don't know what it is. I always watch I always attract the youngsters. Men as well, it has to be said. Isn't that weird? I don't know why. Oh, you're in America. Oh, good for you. How did you stumble across me here? Did somebody tell you about this mad British woman that's on there? My channel. Oh, that's really sweet. My granddaughter set up a channel, but only I subscribe to it, bless her. Oh, and a couple of her friends, but sweet. McKinley, do you play this game? What is it called? Oh, she got me into it. Oh, Roblox. Yeah, I think I have seen you before. Chantel getting abused on EastEnders. Oh, my Lord. That came out of nowhere, didn't it? Oh, I think it's really sad, and I hope she tells somebody quickly. He's just like horrible. I mean, it's weird how you can go from thinking, oh, he's an all right kind of guy, to realizing he's just a bully, isn't he? Oh, I couldn't believe it. I find it a little bit strange that they've given them. Oh, you play Roblox? Yes, yeah. My granddaughter got me into it, McKinley, and I was playing it. I was mad, going about on my bike, trying to earn some money, getting pizzas. I loved it. Yes, of course I'll come. Yeah, of course I'll come, Hedda. I'd love to. Good news, Melly's leaving. Yes, that is good news. I don't like her. Where were we going? We were talking about something and I've got completely waylaid for a change. I'd love the first season of EastEnders. My mum used to watch in the 60s. EastEnders wasn't on in the 60s, darling. I think it started in... When did EastEnders know? Right, you'll know that. My cousin had a short summer. I get a long summer. Oh, wow. 80s. Yeah, that's when it started. Oh, I'm sure they will be fun. Are you going to be doing them on Hangouts so that you can have panels, or are you just going to be... How can you work it when there's two of you together? Because I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to do it on you now, which is not you now. Hangouts. I wouldn't mind trying it on Hangouts. I don't know, but it was intense. Reading 2 stories a day. Oh, right, on Hangouts. Erin, you'll have to teach me how to do that. Hunter dies in prison. Thanks, Rye. Rye always tells me everything. Right, you're going to have to call yourself Rye Spoiler, Bailey. He was mad when he had a short summer. I'm telling you, I was laughing at him. It was funny. I go back to school next month. Well, over here, they break up on Friday and they'll go back like the first week in September, normally, the 1st or 2nd of September. Oh, no, maybe a bit later, 2nd or 3rd. Yeah, Crystal, you're thinking of Coronation Street. Yeah. Your dad's birthday on Friday. Okay. Oh, well, my daughter's off to Berlin on... Oh, is it this Friday? Next Friday or the Friday after? I'm not jealous at all. I am. I'd love to go back to Berlin, guys. I loved it over there. It was so good. I loved it. I don't think I'm going to get another holiday this year. Yeah, I stopped watching Corrie years ago when it turned into a pantomime. I just didn't like it then. So we can have panels. Oh, right. Oh, you'll have to have me on your panel. We'll have panels if the other Haveners want them, though, Erin. Most of them just want to chat. Yeah, see, now the problem is when you have panels is people generally don't sort of interact as much in the chat. Is that the way it goes? I'm not sure. I could be talking out my backside, but I'm just wondering. I would quite like to do it. Maybe I'll try it one day. The problem with me is as well, I talk so much. It's not worth me having somebody else on with me because I'd just be talking all the time. Here's a joke. What do you call a cow that does not make milk? A milk dud. What's a milk dud, though? Nice Twitter cushion. Oh, yeah, thank you. I'm surprised Aska's not around. Actually, I had the music up really loud and she didn't like it. Her ears sort of went like that. So she asked to go out, so I let her out. Yeah, no, I'll be ready and willing to watch, definitely. Oh, it's candy. That's what a milk dud is. See, we don't get those over here. Well, when I asked them what they wanted, they said to say hello and just talk. But we can have panels. Okay. Oh, well, I hope it goes well for you, Hettie. Whose channel is it going on? I'm in bed when the sun rises. I'm still up sometimes. My sleeping pattern's gone completely out the window, guys. It's just ridiculous. And the worst thing is, I have sleeping pills, yeah, to help me sleep. They're meant to sort of calm me before bed. I always forget to take them. So it gets to like 2 o'clock in the morning and I think, oh, I better take me sleeping tablets. Of course, they're not going to work. So I go to bed and I'm like, and then I can't wake up in the morning. So most of my mornings are spent in bed. So we can have both. And it's on your channel. Okay. Okay, well, that would be good. I'm looking forward to it. It will be good. Are you going to be talking makeup? I was going to get me some new makeup this week. I was telling you a story, wasn't I? And I've lost it. It's gone. That's not annoying at all. I was mowing the lawn today. Oh, were you? Hi, Carolina. How are you? Thanks for dropping in. Thanks for coming to the madhouse. I like the way Hedda calls her place the Haven. That's nice. Hedda's Haven. That's nice. Hedda, that's maybe what you should rename your channel. Hedda's Haven. That's nice. And that way it covers everything. You can talk about anything. Whereas mine's Jan's Reviews, and I rarely review anything anymore. I should do. And I said to myself, only today, I said to myself, get your finger out and start talking, doing some of your reviews again. Do you know what my highest viewed video is, guys? You never believe it. With 12,000 plus views on it. Guess what it is? You don't even see my face. Which sort of must tell me something, really, shouldn't it? Just go back to doing that. Audis, yeah. It's an Audi. It's an Audi review where I walk around my local Audis and just sort of point things out. You do hear me talking because I then get into the car and I drive off because I have to pick the boy up. And but you don't see me. So I think that's probably it. I'm going to start doing voiceovers, guys, because I don't think people like seeing this. It's like, ugh. So I think I'm going to do voiceovers from now. The Rewired Soul, I think, is my second. I think is my second highest with about 6,000. Cameron Bruce died age 20. That is so sad. My son told me about him, actually. Yeah, it's very sad. I added Krabby Cow to mine. What's that, Crystal? Have we lost Hedda? But it's not mine. It belongs to everyone, all the Haveners. Yeah, but it's your haven. It's your haven for all the Haveners to come to, isn't it? Oh, your channel, Crystal. What's it called then? Rye's rubbish review. Oh, stop that, Rye. See, I sometimes think I should just change mine to Jan's World. I don't know. What do you think, guys? Problem is, I've got so much promo for Jan's Reviews. I just keep it. No Ollie tonight. Yeah, I don't know where he is. Do you like my newly designed top? It says "Groove is in the art" and then artist on it there. Don't you think that's nice? Because you know that song, groove is in the heart, groove is in the heart. That's a play on that. It's a play on groove is in the art. What is my dream? Are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm lost. You're fun with Erin. Oh, thank you. I do try. Well, I don't try, just where I am, really. What is my dream? Oh, I don't know what my dream is. I don't know, really. To live comfortably and healthily with my healthy family, I guess. A bit boring, isn't it, guys? I know. The problem is I'm an old bird now, so I don't really dream. I dream a dream. No, I don't. I don't really have a dream. I think that's been part of my problem. I've never had a dream. I've never sort of had a dream to work towards. I just sort of plod on being me. Thank you, Erin. Oh, thank you, Hedda. Dre's too busy with men. Yeah, well, he's going to get a slap when he does venture in. If he comes in with Gary, then we know what he's been up to. I'm the only Brit here. Are you? No, you're not, Rye. Hedda's British. And who else is British? Let me see. Rye's British, Heather's British, Ollie's British when he comes in. I think that's all up till now who are British. Where are you from, Crystal? Yeah, tell us what your dream is, McKinley. Hi, Laura. How are you, sweetie? Your dream is to be in Hollywood. Oh, what would you do when you were in Hollywood, though? Would you just walk the streets? Or do you want to be in a film or something? It's all been about sports. New York State, Niagara Falls area. I didn't know Niagara Falls was in New York. I thought Niagara Falls was like near. I thought that was near. God, I'm rubbish, aren't I? In Nevada. Rye wants to be in EastEnders. One of my sons was in EastEnders, Rye. No, that's not true. No, it wasn't EastEnders. It was what was that school about the kids? That program about the kids. No, Nevada is desert. That's where Las Vegas is, isn't it? Oh, so let me switch my brain on. It's not on. Niagara Falls is near New York. Grange Hill. Hi, Ollie. Hello, darling. How are you? Ollie's been catching up on Love Island, haven't you, Ollie? He's like, oh, I'll have to go and see Jan now. I'll have to leave Love Island now. Jan's dream is to marry Patrick. I don't want to marry her. What does he want to marry me for? Jesus. No, it's not to marry Patrick. It's not to marry anyone, actually. I'm done with that. Been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. That's all I got to say. Groove is in the art. Can't be doing with all that marriage business. Yeah, to love and do this and that. No, forget it. Not happening, not again. Although I did enjoy my wedding day, I must say. It was nice, but I'm not going through that again. Am I going to watch Strictly this year? Of course I'm going to watch Strictly this year. Strictly is the highlight of my life. Of course I'm going to watch Strictly. So has anyone got any news to discuss with me? McKinley wants to be famous and sing to everyone and walk the street, meet Jojo Siwa, is it, in Los Angeles, and meet you someday. Oh, but you won't find me in Los Angeles, darling. Wonder who new judges. Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Yeah, I don't know. Apparently wasn't what's her name? The one who lives over the road to me, actually. What's her name? Alicia Dixon. She was offered it, wasn't she? Let's all have dinner. What should we have for dinner? I'll tell you what I had for dinner. I had like chicken roast today, but without the roast potatoes. So I had roast chicken, stuffing, sausages, mashed potato and mashed root vegetables and gravy. That's what I had today. She turned it down. Oh, she's pregnant, is she? Has she already got one? She already got a child. Alicia Dixon. Anyway, I know where she'll be having the baby. Well, unless she goes uptown to have it, but it's her second one. Yeah, apparently she lives sort of just up the road here. I've not seen her. I have seen her in town before now. I ate the best barbecue last night. Oh, did you, Carolina? Oh, tell us about it. We're going out for my sister's birthday to a Chinese restaurant. Nice. I like Chinese. Do you guys eat barbecue in the UK? Yes, we do. Yes, we do. To be honest, I'm not too fast, and I always think it's a bit risky because, you know, everyone sort of, all the men want to take over the cooking, whereas all year long they haven't cooked a blooming thing. They've burnt your toast, they can't boil an egg, and then all of a sudden they're going to cook meat. And what they do is incarcerate it within like 20 seconds, and then you're expected to eat it. So I'm always a little bit wary of barbecues. No, I'm not. Anton's finished, hasn't he? Hasn't Anton been retired? I'm not a huge fan of barbecues, but this food was really delicious. I ate beef brisket. Oh, and coleslaw. Wow. Jan, you just summed up all of my uncle's barbecues. I know. That's what it is, though, isn't it? They're like, no, don't worry, love. I'll do this. I'll do the barbecue. And you're like, yeah, but you haven't cooked anything all year. No, I'll do it. I'll be all right. Where's the sausages? We'll put the sausages on. Yes, but love, maybe put the chicken on first. No, I'll put the sausages on first. And then everything goes up in flames. And then you get this char-grilled piece of meat given to you. And you're like, oh, thanks very much. And everyone's walking around with black bits on their teeth. No, it's not my idea of fun. Put it in the bloody oven. At least you know it's cooked. No thanks, Sid. You're all right. Yeah, you're all right there with your pork chops. The only thing I would eat is if there was a nice bit of fish, if there was a nice piece of salmon that was put inside silver foil and perhaps a little knob of butter and a bit of sprinkling of salt and a sprinkling of pepper on there, and then wrapped up into a little parcel and then put onto it. Then I would eat it. That would be nice. No, right, hang on a minute. Oh, okay, Crystal. Thanks so much for coming in. You mean incinerate, Jan? Oh, yeah. Incarcerate means putting things in jail, doesn't it? Such a plum. Hettie, I need you to follow me. Follow me wherever I go, and to correct my words, because I do them all the time. I know so many. I've got quite a wide vocabulary of words because English was my subject, and I used to do a lot of writing. But there is a time, quite frequently, when I get the wrong words mixed up and people are like, yeah, all right, Jan. I need you to correct me. No, he's back, is he? I didn't know that. Bye-bye, Crystal. Thank you so much for coming in. The burgers were like hockey pucks. I know. It's like, you know, years ago, when my kids were growing up, I had like these like groups of friends, and they'd always have a blooming barbecue, so we were always invited. And I'd be like, at first I'd be like, yay! And then you get there and it's like, oh God, it's always the men. Why is it that men think they can cook on barbecues when we know full well they can't? Just sit there with your can of lager. Leave it to the women. And what invariably happens is they get like, either you get food that is like rock solid because it's so burnt, or the ladies have to take it in and stick it on the oven. Hey, Marge, how does your oven work? We're just going to turn on this. Just turn that up a bit. That's what barbecues are like. So I like the barbecues that have like a great big table that has got all salady bits on it, you know, and sort of raw meats, not raw meats, cooked meats, raw meats, like I'm a cannibal. No, it's got things like ham and things like that on there. I'll just go for that. You carry on there, yeah, you carry on with your salmonella salad over there. I'm all right. I'll stick with my ham and lettuce. Thank you very much. Oh, no faction from middle-aged women fan. It has been 84 years. Titanic. What? What was that, McKinley? Say that again, sweetie. It's probably the way I read it. It's okay, love. I do the same thing myself. End up eating burnt chicken. Oh, it's not nice. It's not nice. Botulism barbecue. It's true though, isn't it? And then the next day, everyone's like, oh, God. Oh, no, we shouldn't have had anything. We shouldn't have eaten yesterday. You sure that chicken was cooked? Yes, darling, it was cooked. No, it wasn't. Chicken doesn't cook in like 10 flashes of fire. That doesn't mean it's cooked. It means it's burnt to a cinder. And when you peel back the skin or like scrape back the skin, it's all red inside. It's like, don't eat it. Don't. Jesus. It's been 84 years since the Titanic. Gee. Hi, Carolyn. Do you know we've got so many Carolyns? We've got Carolyn, Carolina. Who's the other Caroline, McKinley, Caroline. I like McKinley. That is a nice name. We've got so many Carolines. We should call this Caroline Corner. Yeah, do you think that's a YouTube video, McKinley? It's been 107 years. Is it? What, 1977? 1977 is 41 years. I like potato salad. Yes. Yeah, just give me a bowl of potato salad. Is it Joe Lepet? Look at my name on YouTube. Why are all people putting all these numbers up? All these years, 1912. Can you imagine? Those poor people on the Titanic. People did survive though, didn't they? People are trying to confuse me now. They're just putting all different years up. Where's my phone? There. I'll tell you when it was. Right. Dippy-doo, dippy-doo. Right, hang on a minute. Get out of that. I'm good at this, guys. You know I'm good at this. Whenever I get my phone off, that's it. There's me in a different stratosphere to anybody else. My kids are always like, oh, God, she's got the phone out. Should be gone for hours. Right, hang on a minute. Right, now where am I going? I'm going Google. Right. When did Titanic go down?
April 15th, 1912. According to History.com. At 2:20 a.m. on April 15th, 1912, the British ocean liner Titanic sinks into the North Atlantic Ocean about 400 miles south of Newfoundland, Canada.
So it almost got to America, hadn't it? It carried 2,200 passengers and crew. It struck an iceberg 2.5 hours before. Oh, so it took 2.5 hours to sink. I enjoy reading about the history of the Titanic. I do too, and I have learnt quite a lot about it, believe it or not. I hated that movie, yeah, with Kate and Leonardo. Yeah, because when they do movies, it's about two central characters, and that's not what the film was about. That's not what the story of the Titanic is about. The story of Titanic is about the Irish dreaming of starting a new life in America, and some of them fought to get on that ship to take them over to America for their new life. And that's what the story is about. It's not about Kate and bloody, what's his name, Leonardo, having a love story. Although, I mean, they do the scenes quite well. I'm just wondering if I've actually watched the whole film all the way through. I think I may have done. But yeah, no, I don't always like film reconstructions. I always prefer the book. potato salad is gross for you, is it? Oh, 1,500 died. Oh no, that's horrendous, isn't it? It didn't notify you, Dre. See, I'm just a nobody on YouTube. I can't even bother to notify people when I go on now. It's like, oh, it's her again. Nobody bothers turning up anyway, so we won't bother notifying people. How are you, Drayster? Are you good? Oh, and it didn't notify Ollie. Oh, they're doing EastEnders review. Yes, I am. I'm definitely working on doing an EastEnders review. Hopefully get one up next week, Rye. I just about had a heart attack. My public alert went off on my phone for tornadoes south of us. Oh no, Erin. Really? I couldn't live like that. I mean, I'm in a bit of a sort of dip here, and when it rains hard, there's a very slight chance that we might get a little bit of flooding, which worries me silly. I'm like, oh no, it's going to ruin the carpet and everything. But to think about, to have to worry about tornadoes and things like that, I just couldn't. I'd have to leave. I'd have to move. I'm good. I've been missing you, Jan. You have been missing me, Dre. You're like ships in the night. Yeah. Don't bother checking up on old Jan. See how that old fart's doing over in England. Got to get my hair done, guys. Remember the flood stream? What flood stream? See, we do get floods over here in England, but we don't get anything like as bad as other people get in other countries. You love my hat, do you, Dre? Thank you. When you had a flood. Yes, that's what I mean. And that, you know, I panicked then. I'm like, oh my God. But I mean, at the end of the day, nothing's really going to get wrecked because everything's high. Anyway. Jan, I'm all fuzzy. Am I? Am I all fuzzy? Why is that? Can somebody tell me what's wrong? There aren't earthquakes or hurricanes. Not really, no. It's been terrible this year more than others. Not close to me, but within the province. If people live in Oklahoma, it is bad. They get lots of tornadoes. Oh, God. Not fuzzy for me. Can everyone tell me if I'm coming out clear? And if I am, I do apologise, but this is the way I look today. I did try and put a bit of makeup on, but that was as good as it got. Yeah, I don't know why we've been missing each other's. Yeah, I think it may be you, Hettie, love. Oh, thank you, Rye. So the kids are off next week. Clear for me. You like my makeup? Thank you. I haven't put much on, really. I should put more around my eyes because otherwise I just look like I've got piggy eyes. So I just put a little bit of black under them. Sorry, it's your eyes, Hettie. God bless you. Oh, Erin, stop it. But thanks anyway. So, guys, what plans have we got for next week? What am I doing next? I've got to do some more artwork. I haven't done any for a while, and I started on another Hettie because she's always really popular. Hang on a minute. Here. So I've started. There's Hettie. In my last that's Hettie. In my last art exhibition, I sold 2 Hetties. I sold a big one. And there's a new one of Hettie eating up from a tree. So I've started doing that, which you probably won't be able to see. Yeah, there's Hettie. So I've started doing her, and I have to start painting her. It's just getting motivated, guys. I'm just so demotivated. It's ridiculous. What else was I going to tell you? I can't remember. I always think, oh, I must tell them that in my live. And then the live comes along and I've forgotten. Love the video of your granddaughter and grandson. My grandson, all I've got to do, he loves doing these little videos, and all he's interested in is sports. It's just sport, football mainly. So he could be doing something, and I'll say, oh, do you want to do a video? Yeah! And he comes running over, and he just loves it. He loves it, guys. So if you ever want to see one, you have to go over to my Insta. I did put one up on Twitter the other day. But he just loves it. Let me see if I can find you one. He's just so adorable, and he's so, the thing is, he's so serious, but he just makes me laugh. But you know what kids are like? He's just had his 7th birthday, and if he didn't want to do it, he wouldn't do it. Trust me. But he just loves doing it. And sometimes I don't even think to do it. And he'll say, oh, Nanny, can we do a video? Can we film a video? So I'll say to him, all right. So sometimes I try and plan it. And I say, right, well, let's talk about, what should we talk about? And it's always football. Well, let's talk about England losing to Switzerland or something like that. So hang on a minute. I'll have to play you one now. Let's see if it's on here. Then we've got my granddaughter, but she's a bit shyer because she's of that age. She's 9 now, so she doesn't, she's not as into it. But he loves it. Here we are, guys. It's so funny. Hang on. Let's see.
So my friend probably rugby because I like getting the ball and like tackling people or jumping on people. So
Oh dear. Or something that I'm showing now. What's that, McKinley? What are you talking about, darling? I have a doctor appointment and a head MRI. Oh, good luck with that, Erin. Nice hair. New? Whose? Mine? No, I've got to get it done. It's getting messy now. Yeah, so there's that one, and then there's another one. We were talking about, where's that one? Hang on. Let's see if we can find him. Don't know which one it was now. It wasn't that one because that's all fuzzy. But anyway, he just loves it. He just sits down next to me, gets him really close. So I'm saying, hello, this is whatever, Sports Mad or something like that. And he just, I know what I do. Is if I go onto my Insta, if you go on there, then I've normally got one of him up there or a couple of him up there. Where are we? So I'm good at this. Rubbish. I'm rubbish. Right, now I have to turn the light down, don't I? Oh, turn that down. Get off, you. Get off. Get off. Get off. Oh, that was on another day. Yeah, no, it's not on there, guys. Forget that. Sorry about that. That was on another day. And I think I've already shown you that other one, yeah. But if you want to see more, then just have a look on my Instagram. He's always on there. The men's Wimbledon final was good. It was, right. I wasn't bothered about it because, to be honest, it's always the same guys, isn't it? And so I wasn't really that bothered. But then I found myself cheering more for Federer, and then my son was saying, "Oh, I like Djokovic." I went, "Do you?" I said, "You don't even know anything about tennis." He said, "No, but I like Djokovic." So I said, "Oh, all right." And so we're both cheering. There's only 2 of us here. We're cheering for different people. Well, that's good. Make everything into an argument, why don't you? Anyway, we enjoyed it. It was good. It was so good. But to play for 4 hours, can you imagine? 4 hours solid. They don't have a rest. They don't have a break. They don't go off and have a cup of tea like the cricketers do. Apparently the cricketers did well today, guys. Who watches cricket? I can't be bothered. I mean, the last time I watched a cricket match, I got a ball bounced off my leg. Do you remember that? That was last week, and it's still sore, guys. When I touch it, let me try. Yeah, it's still sore. So I'm not into cricket. I just don't get. My son-in-law does. He normally goes up to Lords, is it? Oh, my son went to Wimbledon on Wednesday. I haven't spoken to him since then. I wonder how he got on. Wonder if he saw anyone bigger. He normally goes every year because one of his friends gets some corporate tickets. All these planes that keep crashing, that's a bit worrying, isn't it? But that always happens every year in the summer, and I think it's the airline's way of sort of reducing the amount of people that want to go on holiday. We'll just tell all the stories of these planes going down. Horrendous. The only reason Dre watches sports is for cute guys. Oh, well, why doesn't that surprise me? Doesn't surprise me at all. Yeah, so I watched that. There was something else happened. Oh, Serena. I was surprised that she lost, but she did look quite heavy, didn't she? But then she's always looked heavy. She's never been sort of slim, has she? You'd never say she was like a slim girl particularly, but she's always been very athletic and very strong, like bloody cart horse. Had those two girls on there, her and her sister. I mean, the other girl didn't stand a blooming chance, did they? But some of these young girls are coming up and they're real fighters and they're strong. And Romanians are quite strong as well, aren't they? So, yeah. So she was defeated by a Romanian this year. There you go. No one saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. I didn't even get to see Venus play. Don't know where I was. Who saw Venus get knocked out? Was she really that bad? Yeah, she had a baby a while ago, maybe about a year ago. Don't know. I don't know when she had a baby. Let's see. Let's ask Mr. Google again, shall we? When did Serena Williams have her baby? Well, all it's telling me is who her fiance is. Oh, did they get married? Oh, yeah, they got married. Right, when did she have her baby? On Friday afternoon, September 17th. So that means the baby's coming up to 2. Yeah. First child, a little girl, was it? Yeah. What was that? Serena Williams had a baby. Oh, no, never mind. Why am I reading that when I'm on there? Yeah, so it looks as if she's like coming up to 2. Love the video. Oh, yeah. Right, so we've all stopped talking. So shall we go if we haven't got anything to talk about, guys? Or shall we just chill and just not say anything? You know, I work off you. What else can we talk about? I was trying to think what else has happened in the week. I don't know. It's just been too busy and knackered, actually. I am knackered. It's probably because my sleep pattern's completely out the window. Just ridiculous. Yeah, you're slow. You're not slow when Gary's in the room, are you, love? Yeah. Wink, wink. You're just getting ready to go, are you, Erin? Will you make sure you have a super time? And that's for the barbecue, is it? Hettie got distracted by the hubby. Hettie, what does he think about you doing YouTube? Does he like it? Is he supportive? My ex, last time I spoke to my ex, he let it slip that he knew that I did videos. I went, oh Jesus. I'll have to stop what I say about him. It won't stop me. I still say what I want to say. I said, who told you? I said, so I turned on the boy. I went, did you tell her? I told her. No, it's all right. Wasn't him. But no, you're just protecting him now. Who's excited for Hettie and Erin first live stream? I'm so excited. Yes, I am. He's very supportive, but he doesn't like it when my videos get dislikes. Yeah, well, that's not pleasant, is it, Hettie? But just tell him it goes with the territory, really. Just, you know, I take it with a pinch of salt. There's a lot of sort of bitterness and nastiness online, isn't there? Yeah, they did a wonderful job. Venus and Serena did a wonderful job in tennis, or for women in tennis even, didn't they? They did a wonderful job. I was getting waylaid in my mind. My mind drifted because it reminded me of a friend I had. In fact, he's still a friend. I just haven't seen him for blooming years and years and years. He's someone that I did a pantomime with, and then he was in a group, and he did quite well. They had one hit wonder, and then possibly two, and then one of the people in the band was a bit sort of mouthy and upset management, and that was it. Management pulled out, and then the band sort of went downhill. Anyway, I was really friends with him, and before he joined the band, we did this pantomime together. It was really funny, and there was this picture. I probably talked about it before. There was this picture of us in the changing rooms. So don't call them changing rooms, dressing rooms, where I was a wicked stepmother, and he was Dandini. And anyway, when you're backstage, everyone just strips off. You don't care because you're in a hurry, you know, you've got changes to do. So everyone just strips off. So I've got this dress, I've managed to get this dress on like that. And he's trying to I then had to put loads of beads, hundreds and hundreds of beads around my neck. And somebody took this picture of him, or of us, with me standing like that and him like really close, putting these beads over my head. And I can't find this picture. And the only thing I can think is my ex must have it. I must have left it in the house when I left him. And that's really annoying because I loved that picture. It was it had so many memories, and it was just such a lovely picture. It's one of those pictures that wasn't posed or anything like. We didn't go, oh yeah, like that. We were really in the middle of it and trying to get these bloody beads and a feather boa all around me, and it was really lovely. And the colours in the picture were beautiful as well. And yeah, and I might see if I can find it. I don't suppose I will, but there you go. It's in my head, vividly in my head. Jan doing panto. Yes, I did do panto. I did. It was a what contemporary Cinderella. We actually had a few complaints because it was deemed a little bit too contemporary for some of the youngsters in the audience. Nobody swore or anything like that, but it was quite suggestive. But then pantomimes are like that, aren't they? The thing about pantomimes is, yes, they are fundamentally based or geared for children, but they're also geared for adults as well. I love going to pantomime with the kids because I always have a good old laugh. He hates you doing Twitter though, Hettie. Well, I'm not surprised. Twitter's just hateful sometimes. There's a few people he absolutely hates. I'm not surprised. Twitter makes me very sweat. Hello, Rhea. How are you, darling? I haven't seen you for a while. Twitter makes me very sweary. I can relate to that, Heather. Twitter makes my hubby sweary. And very occasionally I get sweary on Twitter, but then I have to be very, very wound up to swear on there. Although I'm more likely to swear on Twitter than I am on my videos, because my kids watch my videos, I think. Sometimes they do. They make out they don't. And then they say, oh, by the way, Mum, you said, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, she's watched it. Yeah, so I'm more likely to swear on Twitter because I don't watch that. That was Panto. Oh, no, you didn't. Oh, yes, I did. You're vaping, are you, right? Do you know? Oh, I'm gutted, guys. I've been getting my ciggies half price. I think it's a Polish shop or Bulgarian or something, and they bring in, you know, what do they call it? Duty free. So in one of my local towns, I can get my ciggies half price. So instead of like £8 something for a pack of cigarettes, I've been paying £4. So I've been getting 5 packs for £10. So that's not right. 5 packs for £20. Right, so today I go to get them and he says, oh, we can't do it anymore. He said, look, and he showed me his video of these police going in there yesterday, arresting him. So what he's doing now, I said, it's not illegal, is it? And he said, well, no, they just want us to pay. They just want people to pay for the British cigarettes. I said, oh, well, where does that leave me then? Not that I'm selfish or anything, but hey, where am I going to get my cheap fags from? So, yeah, so, I was gutted. I thought, oh, damn, I'm going to have to go back on the old vapes. But I'm useless with the vapes, guys. I really am useless because I think, oh, I'll have this vape and then I'll have a cigarette afterwards, which sort of defeats it, really, doesn't it? I'm getting double whammy of nicotine. It's ridiculous. Yeah, so I'm just hoping. Yeah, I know. Isn't that good, Hedda? So I'm just hoping that they're going to still do it. The problem is their English really isn't very good. All they're used to hearing is, I'll have 100. What are the ones that I normally get from there? 100 Mayfair. So I just go in 5 packs of Mayfair, please. They understand that. So when I was saying to him, so what's this all about? Where does that leave us who sort of drive purposely to come and get our cheap fags? And he was like, oh, no. He said, the police came in. So he said, you have to buy 200. So I bought 200 for 40 quid today, which should last me a while. And I'm saying to myself, when I get down to the last 2 packs, I'm definitely going on my vape. I'm going to try and kick it, guys. Look behind you. Oh, you're still talking. I worry about vaping. Getting popcorn lung. What's that? Popcorn lung. Back, I had to come to church. Oh, right, you're going to church, are you, McKinley? Jan, seriously, be careful. Look up popcorn lung. Oh, really? You're chatting at the church, are you, McKinley? Hallelujah. Hallelujah. I was born. I was brought up a good Christian girl, I was. And I'm not mocking it whatsoever. I went to, because I was brought up in Kent, I went to Christian schools, always sort of, what are they called? Not called Christian schools, what are they called? Church of England schools I went to. And then I was baptized at some point, and then I was christened. So I'm a fully fledged Christian. But I will say, I don't think that although I'm a fully fledged Christian, I wouldn't say that I abide by everything in the Bible, that I believe everything in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? So I like to call myself spiritual because I'm a spiritual person. I've got my own thoughts, but I still believe in religion, if that makes sense. I wouldn't say I'm Christian. I wouldn't say I'm a good Christian woman. I'm sure I've broken a few rules along the way, but I was brought up in a strong Christian faith, put it that way. But having said that, I've now got friends in all religions you can think of, apart from Sikh and Buddhist. I quite like the Methodist religion because they sing loudly in church. So superficial. I'm being honest, but I do. When I was a kid, I went on this holiday. I was in the home and they said, oh, you're going to be going away for a month. And I think I'd been naughty. So I thought, oh God, where are they going to send me this time? So me and this other girl who was a bit noisy in the home, we were put on this train and no idea where we were going. And it turned out we were going to the Isle of Wight. So when we get there, we're like a bit nervous, but hey, there were all these people we noticed actually on the train. There were all these people, all these kids. Obviously, we must have met up with a group. I don't remember that bit. So I must have been about, what was I? I don't know how old I was, 14, 15. I was very naive, guys. I was very sheltered as a kid. Not anymore. I broke free. Anyway. I'm on this train and we're all going down. Didn't have a clue where we were going. We were going for 2 weeks. Right, so I looked up and I said to my friend, why are all these people? They've got these badges on that says Jesus saves. So I'm like, does he? Now, remember, I've had a Christian upbringing anyway, so I sort of believed in that anyway. Do you know what I mean? I wasn't adverse to religion. So that was fine by me. So anyway, we get there and it's in the Isle of Wight. I don't know how we got over there on this train, but we did. So, and it was in Bembridge, which I think, is it Rhea? Rhea. That I'm just talking about when I went to Bembridge. And anyway, so it was on this cliff. And it wasn't actually on the cliff, but it was on like this green on the cliff top with all these marquees and huge big marquees and tents all everywhere. And me and my friend, we'd never seen anything like this before, me and this other girl in the home. She was the same age as me, like about, I don't know, 13, 14, I don't know. Anyway, so the first time, we hadn't been there for long and we didn't know what was going on. We didn't realise that in actual fact, it was a religious holiday, which basically meant every evening you joined up and went into this huge marquee and had a church service. And it was the church that was affiliated with it was a Methodist church, which was called Elim, E-L-I-M. Or was it Pentecostal? Pentecostal, that was it. Well, at first we're like, I always remember we sat there the first night, we sat there thinking, what the hell are we doing here? There's all these people and they're all singing, yeah, Jesus saves and Jesus did this and Jesus did that and God loved her. I know my friend thinking, Jesus, so we're going to get sent home. How are we going to get home? We're blooming miles from anywhere. We lived in blooming London at the time and we're now in the Isle of Wight. So we're having to stick with this crowd. Anyway, it was one of my best holidays ever. And I can't even discount the Christianity of it, if there's such a word, because that was part of it. Every night we'd go back into, we could do whatever we wanted during the day. And then in the evenings, we'd go back for the service and we'd join in. And I so wanted to be saved, guys. I really wanted to be saved, but it didn't happen. You know, all these women, all these people that are so happy, Jesus is saving, and they spoke in tongues. Who knows what speaking in tongues means? It means gobbledygook. They go, it's peculiar. I've never seen anything like it before or after. It just all happened on that cliff top in Bembridge, let me tell you. And it was incredible. And all these people like float, oh, Jesus, love. It was incredible, guys, especially for me, 13-year-old. And it was the first time I discovered boys. Well, they were a bit older than boys. They were sort of young men, really. I don't know how old they were, but they were there as well. And they were the ones that sort of hooked up with me and my friends. But it was difficult because although I quite enjoyed that, they must have been local because they had a car. So it must have been local. I think they had a car each. Anyway, I can't remember where we slept. I'm sure we slept in tents. I've never been one for camping, guys. Don't send me camping. Don't like it. I like hotels, 5-star, if you don't mind. Anyway, we used to sleep in these. There were like rows and rows of tents. See, that's what my life has been like, guys. As a child, everything was very regimented. Everything. We all slept in dormitories, and yeah, that's what my life was like. So anyway, that's when one of the guys sort of took a shine to me, and his friend took a shine to my friend. And you know, there were a few occasions when I had like the tummy flutters, and it's like, oh God, what am I going to do here? I've never done anything like this before. And I was good. He never sort of forced himself on me or anything like that. We had a good time, kissing and that. But I had a crush on the deck chair man, who must have been about, I don't know how old he was, but he was a hell of a lot older than me. But there was something about him. I think it was his bronzed, muscly body, because he was used to carrying like the deck chairs around all day. And he was just, God, even to a 13-year-old, I was like, he's rather nice. He didn't even look at me. I was stick thin, guys. Listen, I had nothing on me when I was a kid. I was like 8 stone 7 when I had my first child. Nothing. Snooker balls. I don't know where these came from. They came along later. But I really liked the deck chair man. But I tell you what, getting back to this holiday, it was one of the best holidays of my life. It was wonderful. It's funny being in the home because holidays were different. We had holidays every year, but more often than not, it would be that we would go somewhere not too far away. And like I lived in Essex, and we would go, say, to a church hall in Norwich, something like that. No, it wasn't Norwich, Ipswich, which was by the river, isn't it? And we'd have to sleep on the floor in the church hall all week. Lovely, great. Thanks for that. That was our holiday, and we used to do that every year. But intermittent with that, I was lucky to have other holidays where I'd be sent to. I got sent to a few places when I started being naughty. Told you the time that I got sent to Camden once. Oh, that was an experience where I joined this troupe of entertainers, and that was a bit scary as well. But we used to we were like street entertainers. But I was about 15. I can always think I'm that age, but I must have been 16. No, 15. Because I met my ex when I was 16. That's another story. We won't even go there. Anyway, when I was 15, maybe 14, after running away that time, they sent me to Camden. And I remember being so self-conscious. I always wanted to wear a mask, as if anyone's going to recognise me anyway. Do you know what I mean? It's like, no. Anyway, and that's when I discovered reggae music and loved it. And I had a crush on one of the boys there as well. So I was beginning to sort of develop my crushings. What is wrong with camping? Oh, no. I have to say the Ellen people were really great. Oh, you've heard of them. Oh, wow, Ria. That is so strange, isn't it? Yeah, it was them. on the beach. It wasn't on the beach. We had to go up the steps. Yeah. No, I'd like to find. I did check them out once. I wanted to try and find an Elim Pentecostal close by because I really enjoyed it. I know what it means. Camping is wonderful. I did enough camping as a child. There's no way I'm camping as an adult. No way. Hate tents. I just hate anything to do with camping. Hi, Amanda. How are you? I've missed you coming in. I was too busy chatting or coughing. I love going to the mountains and sleeping under the stars. It's heaven. See, I'd be worried about all the things flying around and landing on me. Used to be an Elim or Elim. Is it Elim or Elim? Same right. I'm not into sleeping in tents and peeing in the woods. No. No, my ex isn't on Twitter. At least I don't think he is. But do you know what? I've got to the point where I don't really care. I'm not. Oh, hi, Amanda. I'm glad you're listening in the background. No, I've got to the point now where I just say what I want to say. If you don't like it, it's Elim. Yeah, I thought it was. In my opinion, what's your opinion, Carolina? You like sleeping under the stars. It's a very romantic idea, isn't it? But I think in reality, I don't think it would be quite so good. I think you'd have to be careful where you're at. Oh, I saw this video the other day on Twitter, I think it was yesterday on Twitter, where some woman was in her house and she sort of lived, it looked like there were woods behind her house. In America, it must have been, it wouldn't be over here. And all of a sudden, this big black bear walks by and she's got the camera on it and it walks by and then comes up onto her little veranda thing and then peers through the window at her and then tries to, oh my God, I would have had a fit. Oh my, I think it was on Twitter. I'm sure somebody they'd retweeted it and said, this is a friend of mine that I used to go to school with and I can't believe she took this, she took the camera out to take a picture of it. What would you do? Did you see that, Dre? Show a picture of my ex? No. Why? Why should I? I don't know if I've got one. I think I might. You don't want to see what it looks like now. We had a frog in our house yesterday. Yeah, she kept screaming for Angela. Who was Angela? I was thinking, who the hell's Angela? And then I thought, well, maybe she knows the bear. and the bear's name was Angela. Don't do it, Angela. Oh, that's my ex. That's my ex and me on our wedding day. See? He's Irish. Irish. That's the team's brother. Oh, I mean, brother? Father. Yeah, that's him. That's my ex-husband. There's a few other exes, but I haven't got pictures of them, thank God. Don't think I have anyway. Let's see. Let's see what we can find in here. I try not to have pictures, but it's hard. Do you know what I mean? If the kids are involved, when you've got kids, they're sort of in your life forever, really, aren't they? Well, my two are. I've got. I had 3 with my first one, and then I had one with my last ex-child. I'm talking about. So I think it's important that they have a relationship with their dads, and they do actually. They all have good relationships with them. And do I? But I do for the kids' sake. I just think it's better, you know. And I'm not one of these that sort of. I think when you have kids, you want them to have the very best. And for me, my idea of them having the very best is that they have their fathers in their lives. That's what I think is important. So that's another one on my wedding day with him. So yeah. So I don't know why well, I've just got them in my desk here. And this was my young man when he was. I can't believe that picture. What does it look like? See, that was the teen on our wedding day. And see that car there? That is the car that I used when I was driven to get married in. There. Look at him with his little suit. He looks like a penguin. Hi, Gary. If I'm in the woods and fun into a bear, there's a... Yeah. Oh, my God. Do you get bears where you are, Gary? Oh, my God. I just couldn't. I'd just die. I would just die. Oh, my God. I'm looking at some of the... See, now... I'm weird with pictures. I don't know if you're the same, guys, but I'm going to be really honest with you. I hate looking at old pictures. I want to really try to like looking at pictures, but I hate it. I hate looking at old pictures. It makes me depressed. Seriously depressed. But I think I'm getting better. So when do I choose to start looking at pictures? When I'm on my live stream. Now I'm just trying to find another picture. I look quite nice on my wedding day, it has to be said. Right, I don't think I can find any others. Yeah. How slim I was. I wasn't slim, I was a lard ass. But no, I've sort of gone from different sizes quite a lot. Oh no, you don't want to see that one. Yeah, so that's that. You just wait. Your spelling is off. Your spelling's always off. I hate it when one X becomes awkward over the kids. Kids need both parents, unless a parent was abusive. I agree with you. Is that my kid? Which one? The little one? Yes. He's the teen. He's no longer a teen. He's 20 now. But yeah, that was... I already had him. He was 2 when I got married to his dad. I don't do bears. No, I wouldn't do bears either. Oh, thank you, Hettie. I have a figure in my wedding pictures. Oh, you love bears. You wouldn't want a blooming great big black bear banging on your window. God, why would you marry... What? Why would I marry that? What? What do you mean? Why would I marry that? Dre, are you like flirting with our Gary again? Now, I had a wonderful wedding day. I liked my wedding day. It was lovely. Thank you, Caroline. Is he remarried? No. My exes never get over me, and I don't know why. They just don't. I've got 2 exes. Well, I've got a couple more, but they're the most important ones because they're the ones I had my children with, and they've never got over me. No. Don't go for long, Dre, because I'm heading out of here soon, darling. You getting your meds? Why would I marry that? My ex? That was a bit rude. Because I loved him at the time, plain and simple. If you must ask, why would you marry anyone? You don't worry them. You don't marry them thinking that they're going to be a waste of time, do you? You marry them because you love them, and you know that's that. Oh no, Ria. Oh no, that is weird. Oh, that must make it really hard for you. It's something you're never ever going to forget, isn't it? Oh my Lord. Not that you'd forget anyway. It's like when they die on Christmas Day, isn't it? My friend's ex, hang on a minute. My friend's ex died on Christmas Day. And her kids were over there at the time. And he was like living with somebody else. And he dropped dead in the kitchen. Oh, you found out years afterwards. Oh, that's not so bad. See what I mean? Oh, did you think, oh, trust him to blooming spoil my birthday? Wouldn't even let me enjoy my birthday. No, I'm joking with you. He was an ex-fiance and he married someone else after I chucked him. Oh, right. Hettie, I can't be bothered with all this dating game, guys. It's just too... Can't be bothered. What happened? I can't see Ria's comments. Well, she just said that she found out years later that her ex, after he'd married somebody else, after she'd chucked him, died on her birthday. Could have been worse. She could have still been with him. That would have been awful, wouldn't it? But yeah. Oh no, things are... That is sad, isn't it? McKinley wants to know when the birthday is. Doesn't matter when the birthday is. It's someone who I blocked because they were bloody rude to me. Sorry, Jan. Oh, what's he wasn't it? And I married someone after I chucked him. Oh, what? What? She was rude to you? You mean I'm lost now? Sorry, Ria, I'm lost. Doesn't take much. Really doesn't. Just two things going on at once. Two conversations going on at once. That's me. That's gone. See, I always thought women could multitask. They always say women can multitask. This one doesn't very well. In fact, my daughter phoned earlier. So I was chatting away. I said, oh, I'm just about to dish up. She went, oh, I'll speak to you later then, Mum, because I know you can't multitask. Then she was gone. Oh, okay. Okay, Roy. Okay, yeah, I can see. All I can say, Ria, is Rye sometimes will say things that may appear one way when in actual fact they're not. And he's one of my what are they called? Some things. He's been with me a long time. So yeah, I'm sure he wouldn't have been purposely rude to you, but it's entirely up to you if you block who you want to, sweetheart. But anyway, have we got any other subjects we want to discuss before we head off for another week? What's happening next Sunday? Did someone say to me something about next Sunday? Can't remember. I want to go up to Camden again soon, guys, because I love going to Camden. But I don't want to go up there with no money because I always see things that I like. And I like having the street food in there. It's amazing. I did do a Camden vlog once. So if you ever want to see what Camden is like, then check out my Camden vlog. I'm sure I've got one out there. And what I'll try and do actually is find it and put it in the comments below because I'm sure you're all dying to watch it. But it really is. It's very cosmopolitan. It's very busy. Although I normally go up on a Sunday, but this time we're going to go up during the week because my son, my eldest boy, said that it's not as busy during the week. And it's just very what's the word I'm looking for? Vibrant, very wacky, bit like me. So it's the sort of place where I'd get something like this there, or I'd bought some sort of, you know, my London hat, multicoloured London hat. I got that from there. It sells nice DMs up there, really unusual DMs in the market. And it's just a really nice place. So me and the boys, we're going to be going up there soon. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. Or going up there. Okay, McKinley, thank you so much for coming in. So, guys, I'm going to go. I'm going to try and get out an EastEnders video this week, if I possibly can, and quite possibly a Love Island one, because I'm loving that show, and apparently it finishes next week. Am I right, Rye? Does it finish next week, Love Island? So, I'm going to be definitely try and do a EastEnders anyway. You take care of yourselves out there. Wherever you are in the world, just take care of yourselves. And we all live different lives in different parts of the world, aren't we? We're all like in our little pockets. And it's nice that some of you choose on a Sunday at this time to come in and spend just a little bit of time with this nutter. I do appreciate it. I really do. I don't feel quite so invisible. So, guys, I'm going to see you next week. You take care of yourselves out there, because it's a rotten old world. And I look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye for now.